Good morning, class. Happy week 8. I just want to start the video by reminding you that you are online learners and you can learn at whatever time of day you want to, and you can learn wherever you want to. And I bring that up just as an encouragement. You know, children's books, a lot of them, and if you rewind back to our earlier discussion this quarter about the ideal childhood, that really drives us outside. And being outside has benefits, not just for kids, but for us too. So as online learners, if you can find a way to bundle up and get outside, I encourage you to do that. Okay, that note out of the way, let's talk week 8. This week, as a wrap up to the House on Mango Street, picture books, diverse books, those discussion boards you've already participated in, we are going to finish, hopefully you've started to look at and tinker with, perhaps compose, the Dear Someone project. And in case there's any lack of clarity here, the Dear Someone project is your opportunity to showcase in your own words what you think that learning outcome means. So the word learning outcome is inside of the instructions for Quest 3, but essentially it's you telling me you telling your fake audience, what is the importance of representation for these historically underrepresented people groups in children's literature as an industry, really, as a marketable industry? And so, as I said, you'll get to pick your audience. So you can write to your future self, you can write to the child you used to be, you can write to a teacher you used to have, you can write to a current teacher, your parents, your grandma, a librarian, the bookstore down the street, you name it. And you are required to include a culmination of lots of the resources we've been looking at over the last few weeks. If there are elements from those previous discussion boards that, really capture the idea, bring them into your Dear Someone letter or your Dear Someone slideshow, because you have that choice too. You cannot plagiarize yourself. Just make sure that as you do that you're making everything flow and fit together. So I've linked below to level 8 in case you want to return to some of those resources and videos. And then by the end of the week, going in, so Dear Someone is due Thursday. By the end of the week, due Sunday, is level 9, controversial issues and banned books. And that, crosses over a little bit. House on Mango Street is a little bit controversial for readers. And then the next series of books will definitely get more into things that could be controversial. Okay, so you'll have to read a little bit of Russell for that one. And that will prep us for our final novel of the quarter, our graphic novel. And now, week 8. So what is special about week 8 is that it's the last day to withdraw. I have a very short list of people who this applies to, and I'll be reaching out to you. People who I, just want to make sure that you have a plan if you're going to keep going forward. And just so that everyone knows, so it's fully transparent, if anyone's earning a D or an F right now, and that isn't resolved by the end of the week, then the maximum grade you could earn would be a C. And the reason is just to ensure that I don't end up with an amount of catch-up work at the end of the quarter that takes away from my ability to facilitate the rest of the quarter for everyone else. So the ability to pass remains, but not the ability to have an A or a B. If that applies to you, like I said, I have a short list of people who seem to be at risk, and I will be reaching out, just like I said, to make sure you have a plan, to make sure you feel supported, whatever it might be. But I did email much more than a short list of you about some missing levels and missing quests. And what's going on there is that if you don't have a green, or a green with a rainbow, that would be level completed, quest completed, rainbow means you earn some treasure, then you have an incomplete level or quest. And that can limit your access to A's and B's, which totally up to you what you want to earn this quarter. But I really need you guys to not be emailing me and asking for that, or just completing the work and then hoping I'll see it. You have to notify me. So in Canvas modules is an assignment at the top, I believe, that says request for a reboot. That's where I need you to request a reboot. Otherwise, that's going to remain incomplete. And I think this week I'm actually just going to go change all the old ones to incomplete to try to make it even clearer to you, because we don't have decimals, percentages, letter grades. Go back to the syllabus and you'll see that there are 9 levels and 5 quests for the quarter. And to unlock letter grades, you need to complete a certain number of those. What I added to the syllabus is, well, let me tell you what a C would be. For a C, you need to complete at least 5 levels. We've assigned enough that you can tell if you're in the passing range. And you need to complete at least 3 quests. If you do the Dear Someone, and you've done the other 2, then you're on track to be guaranteed a C. Okay? An A is all 5 quests, all 9 levels, and 6 pieces of treasure. So you might count up your treasure right now and find out if you're in the range that you want to be for that. An A- would be all 5 quests, all 9 levels, and 1 to 5 pieces of treasure. And that's the counting up to your letter grade. But what I added is, on the next page, the same chart, but with emphasis on how many I can have incomplete. So here's how you know that you're going to be guaranteed a C. That you only have 2 incomplete quests, and you only have 4 incomplete levels. How do you unlock an A? 0 incomplete quests, 0 incomplete levels, and 6 pieces of treasure. How do you get a B? 1 incomplete quest is okay, and 2 incomplete levels is okay. If you have 1 incomplete quest, 1 incomplete level, and 5 pieces of treasure, you can get a B+. So hopefully that second chart will allow you guys to find out what grade you're on track for. And yeah, by the end of next week, we'll know a lot more, because you'll have that 3rd quest, and then I'll send out some emails that say, congrats, you've earned a C. You're guaranteed from here to the end of the quarter, you can earn up to a B or an A. Okay, hopefully that helps you all, and I hope you have an awesome week. Reach out if you have any questions.